Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for GTA Car Kits in a 2016 Audi Q3, and today we're going to show you how to install our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Kit. As you can see, it's already installed into this car. It's been paired to iPhone wirelessly. You can also pair it to your Android phone wirelessly. If you know, we already did a similar install, but it was on a different variation of this Audi Q3. So this one has original navigation, so it's a higher trim stereo, and the installation is a bit different. So you're just connecting everything in the back of the head unit. You don't need to take the head unit apart. So once it's installed, you're able to control everything with the original controls. I can press and hold the back button here and switch back to the original Audi system, so nothing gets disabled. Now you just have an extra function that you didn't have before. It uses original Bluetooth for phone calls and music. It also uses original microphone, so you don't need to install anything extra. And now we're going to show you how to install it into this particular car. So the tools you're going to need is a T25 Torx on a ratchet. This is our panel removal tool. This is our hook tool. You're going to need stereo removal keys, and of course you're going to need our product. We will start with our stereo removal keys. Make sure that they're facing inward, and you're going to insert them to this notch, not the first one, to the second one. You're going to insert them on both sides. Once you do that, you're going to take your hook tool, carefully going to insert it inside, and I'm going to turn it up so I can pull the stereo out. So I'm not applying much pressure. So you're going to pull it out. I'm going to take this key out. Once you get it about halfway, you're going to look underneath here. There's one connection that you need to press on the side of the clip, side of this connection, and there's a clip, and we'll be able to disconnect it. At this point, you can pull the head unit out all the way. So these stereo keys, sometimes they come out easy, but sometimes they're stuck. So in order, if your key is stuck and you want to remove it, you have to press, there's letters, either L or R on the side of the key. So you either press it with your finger or with a screwdriver. You press on it and at the same time pull on the key, and the key will come out. So at the back of the stereo, we will remove all of the connections, but our kit will be plugging in mostly to the big quad lock harness and the video cable. But in order to wire everything, we'll remove all of them so we can move the stereo to the side. So first we'll remove the fiber optic cable. So there's a clip here. The big quad lock has a squeeze clip at the bottom, which you can then unlock. These video cables have these clips at the bottom, so you're gonna press the clip, and then I'm using my panel removal tool to give it some leverage. This blue one here, that is an antenna, so first you need to unlock the white clip and then press the white clip and remove. Now we will remove this climate control panel. So we're gonna use our hook tool again, and we're gonna insert it and then turn it down at the top. That way we can pull on it. So I'm gonna insert it and then pull it. It will come out. I'm just gonna move it to the side here. Using the same tool, we're gonna remove the vents because we're gonna hide our module behind the vent. So we will take our tool, and there are two holes. So there's one on the passenger side and one on the driver's. So I'm gonna insert into the hole and pull on it, and it will unclip the vent. Same on the driver's side. Once you unclipped it, I'm gonna lift it up this way, and there are two clips and two connections at the, so there's one in the middle, so you have to clip this and disconnect, and there's one on the side here. Click on it and disconnect. Now with the driver's side open, we will remove this side cover here. So we're just gonna use our panel removal tool and we'll unclip it. So sometimes the clips might come out, so if they do come out from the cover, you just slide them back on. Now we're gonna be using our T25 Torx, and we're gonna remove first this bolt right here on the side. So there are two more bolts underneath. So there's one bolt closer to the door. Again, we're gonna use our T25 Torx and remove it. And this is the second T25 Torx underneath. So this is closer to the passenger, but again under the steering wheel here. Now we can grab this panel and drop it down. So this plastic panel underneath the steering wheel. So here we're going to disconnect these three connections. So this one has clips both top and bottom. This one has a small clip here, and then that one has a clip underneath. Here we can drop down this panel and we can lower it down. And in order for this panel to be removed fully out of the way, we need to disconnect the slide. Also, there's a clip, disconnect and remove. So now we're going to show you everything that comes in our kit. So you have your user manual. This is our main module. Underneath here, you're going to have your wireless antenna. This is our video cables. On this side, we have our main wiring harness. This is our secondary harness. So this one will be getting plugged in behind the steering wheel. And this is our USB cable. So the goal with all of our wires is to bring them up behind our vents, because we're going to hide our module there. So first wire that we're going to run is our USB wire. So this end we will wire into the footwell compartment on the passenger side, and this end has to go up behind the vents. So we'll start from the bottom hole here. That's why we opened the climate control panel, so we can have access to grab the wire. So this is our USB wire. I'm just gonna run it to the side here. When we're gonna be putting in the stereo, you gotta make sure that all of the wires that we're gonna wire, they actually end up behind this plastic frame of the stereo. So this wire is good. And now over here, we're gonna put the wire down and we're gonna catch it right where the plastic meets the carpet. There you go. This is our antenna wire. So we're gonna do it similarly, because we're gonna hide the antenna right here behind climate control panel. There's lots of plastic that is straight and you can sticker it on there. Make sure that you don't sticker the antenna to the module or to anything metal. So we'll leave the antenna there, and then we will route the blue end all the way up. Again, it will go around the plastic frame and up towards the vents. At this point, you can take the double-sided tape, you can peel it, and we will sticker the antenna right there to the piping, plastic piping. You can't see it, but it's good mounting location there. Now we will route our video cables. So there are two different ends. So there's this double end. This is the one that will go to the back of the module. And then on the other side, you have a male and a female. So the male end will go to the back of the head unit. The male original one will go into our female. So you're gonna connect it here. And now we're gonna take our video cable, and again, we're gonna route it above the head unit towards the vents here. This is our main quad lock harness. So again, these ends will be behind the vents, but this will be right behind the head unit. So we're gonna take the original quad lock harness, we're gonna unlock it, and we will plug it in to our harness. So make sure that it's unlocked. You put it almost all the way in, and then you lock it in place. And then this end, with these wires, we're gonna route up. Make sure that you make the wires nice and neat. So these will go into the module, and then this one will connect now to the harness that gets plugged in behind the steering wheel. So this is the last harness that we need to wire. So these ends will be underneath the steering wheel, and this end, there are two ends, but we're gonna be just plugging in one, the smaller one. So right here, we're under the steering wheel. So that's the connection that we were talking about. As you can see, it looks like dark burgundy. So I'm gonna press on the clip, and I will disconnect it from the original connection. There you go. So I disconnected it. As you can see, it's right there. So it's a bit hard to get this harness behind and to catch it underneath the steering wheel. So the trick we're gonna use is, as you see, we tied it to a coat hanger, and this end with the smaller wires we're gonna bring up again. So first we will bring up our coat hanger here. So right here you can see this end of the coat hanger. I'm gonna run it through. This wire from that smaller harness we need to plug in to our main harness. So this end of the harness has a male and a female. So the female, this is where we will plug in our original red harness into. There you go. And then this one we will plug in instead of the original one. There you go. So at this point we will reconnect all the connections to this harness because we did everything we needed to do. And we will just clip it in. We will not reinstall the bolts yet. So right now around the vents you should end up with all these wires. So you have video cable, USB. These are the two harness cables. This is the antenna. This is the harness cable from underneath the steering wheel. So all of these you can leave here for now. You also have the original cables from the vents. So make sure not to lose those. You need to have them out. We're gonna put them to the side, maybe into the vents, because right now we will reconnect the head unit and we're not putting in the module yet because this gives us access. See, I can reach with my hands to maneuver all the cables, so that way we can put in the head unit back in nicely. We will start with the main quad lock harness here. Make sure that it's unlocked, insert it, and then lock it in place. Next, we will do our video cable because it has the most length. So just take your time when you're doing these steps because there's a lot of wires and you want them all to go back in nice and neatly. Yellow video cable. Then we have our antenna right here. And then once you clip in the antenna, lock it in place. This is our fiber optic wire. So all of these wires are done. So the only one you should have left is this one that was underneath the head unit. So we'll first insert the head unit and then make sure to plug that one in. So carefully we're inserting so everything can go back in nicely. Take your time. So be careful when you're inserting these cables. So as you can see, so the head unit is moving freely. So don't forget to connect this one right underneath. So it's been connected. And now we're gonna pull all of our wires that we needed here. And I'm using my hand to push. I'm pushing the quad lock harness down so it's not in the way. As you can see, our head unit can go in fully. So make sure you push everything down and it just clips back in. At this point, we will also reinstall this climate control panel, line up the clips and clip it back into the top. So now we're ready to connect our module. Before connecting the power and the CAN bus wires, you gotta make sure that the switches are set correctly. So we would tell you which ones need to be for your particular car. So this car needs 1, 2, 3, and 5 on, the rest is off. And once the switches have been done, that's when you can plug the power harness. Next will be the CAN bus harness. We also have our video cable on this side. On the other end of the module, we have our USB cable. And this is the wireless antenna. So our module has this good spot right here, right below the vents. So we're gonna test everything, but then you're able to just tape it down so it doesn't move around. So now we will test everything. So we're gonna make sure that the original stereo power is on. As you can see, it does. In order to hear stuff from CarPlay and Android Auto, you're gonna make sure that the media source is set to Bluetooth. So the same phone you're gonna be using for CarPlay is connected to original Bluetooth at the same time. And now if I press and hold the back button here, you get this extra mode which you didn't have before. And later we'll go into the settings to pair the phone wirelessly. But right now we're gonna test it by the wire. It's gonna start charging. So it means it's been connected properly. And over here, now we have CarPlay showing up. So you will test CarPlay in terms of sound. And we also test the controls here, so everything works fine. And if you want to go back to the original Audi system, you're going to press and hold the back button again, and it switches. And now back again, and now you have CarPlay. So everything seems to be working well. And now we're going to finish off this installation. So as you can see, we applied some double-sided tape on the bottom of the module. So now we can maneuver it in place, make sure that there's no wires underneath, and then carefully sticker it down. To reinstall the vents, don't forget to do these connections. So there's one here, one over here. Then when you're putting the vents back, first insert it at the bottom and then do the top. So we will do the bolt here on the side. Now we can reinstall this side cover here. And the last two bolts would be the two bolts at the bottom here. So the installation has been completed. We paired the iPhone wirelessly to the system. And now you can enjoy Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on your Audi Q3. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.